Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Here at the TPC Scottsdale, with all of those fans jammed in, it's like Fenway Park inside the desert there.
But it's a blend of everything. Birdie opportunities, holes that are fraught by water, bunkering that's been changed. All in all, it's a great... in the direction of the sand.
It looks like it. Well, that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week, just a few too many pars. Well, Frank, this is kind of the forgotten par 3 on the back nine here at TPC Scottsdale. All of that attention on hole number 16. What do you think of the par 3 12th?
This is by far tougher, Rich. Downhill tee shot, especially off that back tee. Bunkering down the left, sort of it catches your eye, but it also takes your eye off the water, which is behind and to the right of this green. Got to be careful. This is a real sleeper, this par 3.
On the green. And a chance for birdie.
Even par currently.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Steady as she goes, another par, and still even for the round. Action flying all over the place. Let's get down now to the 13th. As we check in on this early round action, we join our featured golfer, already playing well to this point. Couple of low numbers on the scorecard.
Yeah, it looks very good. Good swings out there and some good putting as well. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realized how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realize the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is going.
Well, Frank, you hate to miss the green on a par 5 with your third shot.
Yeah, well, they say par 5s are the easiest holes to birdie, but the hardest holes to make 4. Making a 6, though, well, that certainly sets yourself backwards. So tough up and down.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away, instead straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
Par 4 14th, and Frank, this hole packs a little punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, the addition of just a little bit more yardage, plus the bunker on the left has been pushed out into the fairway, actually makes the hole play a little bit longer than its 490 yards. Second shot is a little bit uphill. No longer is there a bunker on the right side. That side of the green is actually open. You don't really want to be trying to miss that green on the right. Should you decide to go at the flag, well, you're going to have to carry that front bunker.
That one was struck solid, about 290. In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Back-to-back birdies, we'll see. Oh my gosh, that hurts. He'd settle for par here. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Solid par to remain 1 under. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Third shot, looking for a good one. That's a good shot right there, about 15 feet away, and a good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Can't make it, Frank, if you don't hit it.
Hubert Green once said, 99% of putts left short don't go in. I don't know what happened to the other 1%, but...
1 under for the round. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at TPC Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular sight for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That will be a great look at birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Par 4 6th, and Frank, a couple of options here.
Yeah, a hole that bends to the left. A draw is the preferred shot off the tee. The longer hitters will have a big advantage. They'll be able to get it down there and just have a pitch or a short wedge into this. If you're not, that long, then you're going to have to lay it back short of those bunkers. That's going to leave a lengthy second shot.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. This one measures out at 135 yards. Frank, this is good golfing weather. Nice strong breeze. Frank, I think that's going in the bunker.
Looks like it.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly. So now's a chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out. That's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good solid par right there. Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
This is a good looking shot. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. These putts keep the round together. And with that birdie, moving into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Second shot, good look at the green. That's a solid shot here into the 8th hole, and a good chance now for another birdie. This is an 11-foot putt. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Finishing out the front side now at the 9th. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4?
Nice way to finish the front 9, Rich. Very thin green, protected by that little splash bunker in the front. Iron players get a real advantage here. One bunker down the right side to be aware of off the tee, though. I doubt anybody could carry that.
Well, that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th. Frank, about 150 yards to that hole location. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie.
This is an awkward length. Now, just when you thought they might pick up one, now settle for a par.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Continues to roll the ball very well. So that is the end of the second round. I can't wait to get back at it tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now, Rich. So many players in contention. Golf course, there's enough blend of good and hard holes. Really, it's up for grabs.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weisskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports.
The changes, Rich, they made in 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play.
Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. That's a long way away.
This is a cross-country special. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read, and missed out on that second part. Frank, there's an old basketball announcer who used to say when a ball went in and out of the cylinder, just the way that one did, he would say, ringtail howitzer. And that one just didn't go in. Not her best effort, walks away with a bogey. Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of two bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee. In years gone, make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle. Rich, now's the time to knuckle down. I know things haven't gone right up to this point, but really, this is where you can still get something out of it. Just give yourself that opportunity. You're good enough.
Beauty of golf, Frank. One good strike comes off the center of the bat, one good result, and you begin to feel differently about things. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Just 5 feet left. That birdie will help, Frank.
Certainly moving into the top half, that's for sure. And starting to narrow that number down in front.
Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
This, the second shot here at the par 4. Birdie try up next. And getting ready for the putt. Just misses. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it.
Even par currently.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. Hello again and welcome, Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports at one of the great venues in all of golf, TPC Scottsdale. Upwards of 500,000 fans expected throughout the week here. A lot of buzz being generated, and now plenty of fireworks as well on this back nine.
There is, Rich. This is a Super Bowl type atmosphere, and the 10th hole, what a wonderful way to start this back nine. A dogleg right that's been radically changed in 2014. Numerous bunkers added. This is a very strict dogleg right par 4, and by that I mean you're going to have to hit it down the left to have an open shot at this green.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go.
Rich, it's a different challenge today. The weather is so day-to-day out here, and when you get a breeze like this that's kicking up, you really have to sort of change your approach to playing these holes.
It looks nice out there, the blue skies, plenty of high sunshine, but it's a challenge because those winds have really freshened up.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. 15 feet away.
Sneaking into contention here for that birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. On to the par 4 11th hole. Frank, what's the best play here?
No bunkers really here to worry about, Rich, so you have to pick something in the distance as a good line. Something a little bit away from the water that protects the left side of this fairway. And it's adjacent to the 15th hole, the other par 5 coming home. So a good drive, perhaps with a little bit of cut off the tee. And that should shape up nicely for this long par 4.
Hold on here a second. She is winding up for a big one. She wants to smash this as far as she can hit it. Good contact, good result. Frank, one of the great moments in tournament history here in Scottsdale. You go back to 1996, the sudden death playoff between Phil Mickelson and Justin Leonard. Mickelson has always been the hero out here because he went to Arizona State.
Yeah, and it still runs through his veins, Rich. There was such an important win for him because to do it in front of people that he considered his home crowd was huge. And then also to do it in a playoff where, obviously it's win or lose. So for Mickelson, 1996 and TPC Scottsdale certainly ring home.
Frank, is this one going to be okay?
Yeah, just a little right. Seemed like good contact.
Birdie try up next. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Had every chance of going in.
These putts keep the round together. They'll take it. That's a par. 3 rounds in the books, outside the top 10 going to the final 18. Frank, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you're going to have to approach the final round in a couple of different phases. Try and be aggressive early on. If you do get a few birdies in the bank, you really still can fancy yourself with a chance to win. It'll all depend on that start tomorrow.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Set in the Sonoran Desert and surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains, we're at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think about the TPC Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era.
Way, now a good chance to attack this hole. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Third shot, looking for a good one. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
It'll take some skill now.
Frank starting to make the move.
Leaderboard very volatile at the moment, so a lot of move in that middle piece of the leaderboard. Top 20 so far.
Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the TPC Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the rowdy spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIlroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. Safely aboard.
It's no snack, though.
That's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Always take that. Good par putt right there. 17th hole, Frank, and this one is really set up for maximum excitement.
Well, there's two things that you really think of. How do I play this hole and how is it going to affect the rest of my round? This is the penultimate hole. If you make a mistake here, it'll carry over. It might cost you the tournament. But if you're a hero, it's going to carry forward to 18. This is why 17 is such a big swing hole.
Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. It's hole's not over.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Starting to move now, Frank, on this leaderboard.
Certainly going all in the positive direction. He's in the middle of the pack, now top 15. Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, evidence, the new bunkering down the left side. But it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years. Oh, that's fine.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Second shot, good look at the green.
And this will be fine, just a little left of the flag.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Getting set now over the putt.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak place on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.